Big up everyone, how are we doing? We are back on a Sunday evening. It's been a hot weekend, guys, hasn't it? I mean, the temperatures have been up and the sun's been out and it's been roasting. And yeah, been watching a bit of cricket, as you do. I'm supporting the England T20 2020 World Cup. So I've been watching the boys play against India. And it's evenly poised at the moment. Like to have got a few more runs on the board in the first innings, but wasn't to be. But there were some good performances. The crease weren't very. The crease was nice for batting, so yeah, solid crease. But yeah, I digress. Enough about cricket, guys. I don't want to bore you with that. Let's get on with the show. And first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me tonight. Always a pleasure. I understand it's late, but if you are up, if you are in the chat, and I can see many in the chat already, thank you very, very, very much. It is much appreciated as always, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sub on your way in, smash the likes. You know what you got to do. We're just trying to build a community here. If you want to know more about my channel, you get the phone, you scan that QR code there, and away you go, guys. That'll take you straight to my channel. So big up everyone, big up, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get on with a few things, shall we? I'm going to touch on Sesko, guys, to be honest with you. I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to touch on Sesko. It all looks it's falling apart, to be honest with you. Wages seems to be the kind of main issue. Who would have thought wages, eh? Who would have thought? Who would have thought wages? Yeah, big up, Jez, big up. Who'd have thought wages was going to be the issue? Here we are. We have Jesus on the sick bed for 250 grand a week. We have a midfielder playing as a striker for 280 grand a week. We also have Tomiyasu that's played like 6 minutes of football on 100 grand a week, and yet wages seems to be a problem of getting Sesko over the line, and it just baffles to amaze me, to be honest with you. Can't believe it, but it's Arsenal, isn't it, guys? It's Arsenal. And then we're going to turn our attentions to Goalkeeper, apparently. Who'd have thought? Again, second choice. I know what I'd be saying if I was Goalkeeper. Second choice. No, it's all right. I'll leave me options open, guys. I'll leave me options open. I'll see what else comes along. Why didn't we go for him straight away? Why have we been fanning around with Sesko? Why didn't we just go and play the release calls, get Goalkeeper in the door, sort it out early, so he can be training, he can go away on camps, he can go away pre-season, and so on and so on and so on. Why on earth have we been putting all our eggs in one basket with Sesko? I know why. Mikel Arteta, people. Mikel Arteta. Arteta wants this guy. He's desperate to sign him. And it just don't seem to be going right. And when I done my last stream, I think I remember saying, when I done my last stream, I said there's something going on. I can't put my finger on it. I said there's something going on. Something's not right. Something doesn't seem to be adding up. And I said, don't be surprised if it just all falls through and we end up getting none of them. And I can still see that happening. I can still see that happening. I can still see it just falling through, not getting Sesko, not getting Goalkeeper, and we end up panic buying, getting someone on loan, or we end up getting Ollie Watkins in through the back door, or a Garnacho, or whoever that might be. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going that way at the moment. And what I can't understand, I just cannot understand why a club like Arsenal, with all its history and everything else like that, and Berta in place, why these signings are taking so long. Even the Zubimendi deal. Even the Zubimendi, we still haven't had him announced officially. He's not been announced officially, and yet he was linked with us. Do you know, he was linked with us in February. And we still are struggling getting him over the line and getting it made official and getting it out there. It's madness, guys. It is absolutely madness. So as it's looking at the moment, our first game of the season, if we was to pick a team right now that's going to play Man United, let's say we were playing Man United next week. Right now, as it stands at the moment, we would have the same 11. So we'd have Timber right back, Gabriel, Saliba, Skelly, Raya, Martinelli, Rice, no Party, he's gone, Marino, Saka, Havertz up front. That would be our starting 11, people. Just let that sink in. That would be our starting 11 as we sit here right now, going into pretty much the last full week of June. Yeah? And here we are with the same starting 11, weaker than what we were last season. Runners up 3 seasons in a row. And we're sitting here now looking weaker. It's just madness. Big up Mr. Waffle all day. Thank you very much. Big up everyone that's in the chat. Thank you very much, all those that are in the chat. Make sure you sub, smash the likes on the way in. It would be much appreciated, guys. Yeah, would be much appreciated. You know it makes sense. Evening, Icy Spicy. Evening, my friend. Evening. Welcome. Yeah, so that's the situation at the moment. Things don't seem to be going right with Sesko. Things don't seem to be going right with Gorkarez. In actual fact, things just don't seem to be going right in this transfer market at all, does it? You know, we need a number 9. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm just getting worried now. It's worrying for me, because if I turn over at the Emirates first game of the season and don't see a number 9 up front, and I'm seeing like Kai Havertz playing as my out-and-out striker, guys, I'm not going to be happy. I'm really not going to be happy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So we need to get the business done. And when you think about it, you know, about Sesko's wage demands, well, we need to get players out the door, don't we, guys? We need to get players out the door. So let's have a little look who we can get out the door, because Kenny Ken said it. I've been saying it. We've been saying it on streams gone by. We need to move players out before we get players in. And this is where Berta's got to come into play. We need to move players on. Because if we need to strengthen this team in all departments, because that's where we're weak, we've been saying it, we're weak in all departments. We need someone on the left. We need someone on the right. We need a left back. We need a right-sided centre half. And to be honest, I'll go as far as to say as we need a right back. That's shocked you, isn't it? Shock horror. We need a right back. Because I'm not being funny, guys. If anything happens to Timber, it's Ben White. Ben White's not fully fit. We've lost Party, so we've got no right back. So there's no cover for Timber either. So when you think about it, guys, we're going into next season as we stand right now, and it's a complete mess. It's a complete mess. So we ask the questions, don't we? We keep asking the questions. For me, Berta's got to get his finger out. I'm not leaning too hard on Berta because he's coming in and he's probably shocked to what he's been seeing, to be honest. He's probably in shock of what he's seeing. You know, he's looked at the wages, he's looked at players' contracts, and he's probably thinking, wow, this is a big job. This is a big job. So he's got a lot to sort out. And when I got told that we need to get it done early, I was told not to panic. I was told there's plenty of time left. It's only the start of the windows. We're only week 1. We're only week 2. And I said, before you know it, we'll be into July. And then we'll get into August. Yeah? Remember, guys, season don't kick off at the end of August, kicks off in the middle of August. There's not many weeks to go. And these players have got to get in. They've got to get training. They've got to know the manager. They've got to get to know the players. They've got to start playing, you know, with one another. All sorts of madness, guys. Honestly, madness. So we need to get them in. We need to get them in quick. But apparently, this is what's going on. So I'm going to have a go at this for you guys. Let's have a little go here. Hopefully you can see this. Let's have a go, guys. Hopefully you can see this. So, Arsenal transfer news. Discussions held over surprise attacker move after Nico Williams' blow. Well, Nico Williams was never on the radar as far as I'm concerned, people. Yeah, Nico Williams was never on the radar. Bayern Munich are reportedly discussing a potential move to Arsenal's winger Gabriel Martinelli. Surprise, surprise, guys. We all knew, didn't we? We all knew that Martinelli was going to be one of those ones highlighted to leave the club. I think for the sake of his career, he's got to move. And I think Bayern Munich would be absolutely brilliant for him, to be honest with you. In my eyes, I think he needs a move. He's not improving under this manager. He's fallen off of a cliff. I don't want to see him go, but if we can get money for him, he's definitely one we've got to cash in. But don't be selling me this guy if you can't bring in Sesko or Gyökeres. I'm happy to see players go out the door, providing we get suitable replacement. Don't be sending me down roads and getting rid of man like Martinelli and bringing in Garnacho, because that's not an improvement. All right, that's all I'm saying. The Bundesliga's champion recently will soon wave goodbye to Sane after 5 years seller service Allianz Arena, as the ex-Manchester City attacker has agreed lucrative deals with Turkish giant Galatasaray. Okay, so they need a winger. However, the chance of Spain international Arsenal's Martinelli is an ideal replacement, guys. There he is. Bayern Munich are said to be discussing a potential swoop for the 24-year-old. That's surprising, isn't it? Seems to have been at Arsenal for years. Yeah, Arsenal for years. And he's only 24. This guy should be in his absolute prime. He should be 15 goals plus every season. Yeah. Martinelli enjoyed a particularly fruitful, 22-23 campaign with 15 goals, 6 assists in 36 Premier League games, but has only managed 14 top-flight strikes across the past 2 seasons. Oh, anything to do with a manager? Yeah, 14 top-flight strikes in the last 2 seasons. But apparently, this manager, top coach, apparently, knows how to get the best out of people. Both he and Leandro Trossard have been solid, but not spectacular over the past over the past campaigns. And the Gunners are now seeking a game-changing winner who can conjure something out of nothing. No point giving a game-changing winner to this manager, I'm afraid, guys. No point at all. No point at all. And that's by Ben Napton, who is quite unknown, but he's solid. Yeah. So yeah, there it is, guys. It says something to me. Says something to me that Martinelli is one highlighted for a move. You saw his stats in the last 2 seasons. It was all there. Under this manager, he's fallen off of a cliff. The guy needs to move on. The guy needs to move on 100%. And the next player that will be off will be Saka. He'll be one. If we don't win any trophy, or we don't look like winning a trophy, or things don't look as if it's moving in the right direction, no strikers, then Saka will be the next one. And this is the problem. This is why I've been saying, I don't know why they never called the manager in at the end of the season and said, thank you for your services. It's been much appreciated. You've brought some valuable things to the football club. It is now time to shake your hands and say goodbye. Because this is the problem we're going to have, guys. This is the problem we're going to have. So, yeah, it's Martinelli. Looks like he's being tapped up by Munich. And if I was his agent, I'd be listening to him 100%. I'd be going, yeah, definitely. I would definitely be listening to Bayern Munich, see what they've got to say, see what wages they're going to pay, and have a little look, because he's not improving. He's just not improving under this football manager, I'm afraid. So yeah, time to move on. Anyone that is going to be bought to replace Martinelli would be right-footed. Yeah, possibly. Who's going to replace him? Because Rodrigo ain't coming. That's pie in the sky. That's not happening, guys. If we can't afford wages for Sesko, there's no way Rodrigo's coming. Go get Kudus. Go get Kudus from West Ham. Yeah, big up, my friend. Garnacho has an attitude problem. Definitely not an Arteta player. Yeah, I think he was walking around with an Aston Villa shirt on, wasn't he? With Rashford on the back today, wasn't he? If that ain't a sign to say, can you sell me, please? I don't know what is. I don't understand it when players are contracted under a club, whether they like it or not. If that club's paying their wages, they need a little bit of more respect, as far as I'm concerned. You know, but hey, Rodrigo was always a myth. I've been adamant that it's not. No, he's not. He's not coming. Rodrigo's not coming. And don't be surprised if Sesko don't come. Don't be surprised if Gorkarez don't come. This is how we roll, people. This is Arsenal Football Club, remember. Yeah? Garnacho will arrive at the Emirates, no doubt. Gunnar, we'll see. We'll see. If he does, it will be because everything else has failed. Yeah? Sesko's failed. Gorkarez has failed. So we'll get Garnacho. Do you know what? It's depressing, isn't it? Sunday evening. I've had a nice weekend. I've been watching great cricket. Sun's been shining. See me, boy. And here we go. We're talking about Arsenal. It's depressing, isn't it? I don't know why I do it to myself, really. Big up, bro, Shane Gooner. Yeah, Shane. Big up, Shane. Yeah, go sub, smash the likes for Shane as well. Yeah. He keeps making those breakfasts. He keeps they make me hungry every time I watch. Every time I see him, I think myself, I'm going to have a fry up one day. Yeah. Oi. Aaron talks Arsenal. Big up, Aaron, all day long. Big up, Aaron, my friend. Another real one. Go sub, smash the likes on his channel. Proper. Big up, Aaron, my friend. Hope you're all well. Big up, Aaron there. Everyone's coming in on a Sunday night. Yeah, it's not a full moon tonight. Is it 21st today? It's the longest day of the year, isn't it, guys? I think it's the longest day of the year, people. Yeah. Or was that yesterday? Do you know what? I've lost count of dates here. Anyways, it's been the longest day now, so the everything's going to start changing round now. Yeah, sub the likes. Let's all sub to the real ones. Yeah, Kimmich or Party. Do you know what? I'm gutted. Party's gone. We're gonna. I'll tell you what. We'll touch on Party. Yeah. So for me, Thomas Partey. Them players there. You don't let go until you've got an absolute bang on replacement. Yeah. You can't let man like Partey go unless you've got an absolute replacement. Now, I'm not saying Zubimendi's a bad player, but what I am saying, he's no Thomas Partey replacement. That I do know. And this is where it's worrying. A, we still don't know if Zubimendi, he might come back off holiday and do what he done to Liverpool, change his mind. Don't know, dear. Because let's be honest, he don't really want to play for us. He wanted to play for Real Madrid, so he might come back off of holiday and change his mind. Yeah, Aaron, my guy. Yeah, all day long, guys. You know it makes sense. So Partey leaving is an absolute disaster for me. Disaster, because you'd at least give another year, wouldn't you? You'd at least give another year to strengthen our squad, to make sure that you've got adequate cover in all areas, to go into the Champions League games and the Premier League games knowing that you've got quality in all areas. So if Zubimendi gets injured, you go, Partey's coming on, no problem. I'm sitting there where I sit. I'm looking across to the bench and I'm thinking, that's all right. Thomas Partey's warming up, no problem. Now, if Rice and Partey gets injured, I'm sitting in the terraces. I'm looking over the bench and I'm thinking, who we got? Who we got? Oh, we got Marino. Oh, yeah, Marino. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We're winning this one against PSG in the Champions League, Bayern Munich, whoever we've got. Yeah. This is the problem I've got. This is the problem I've got, people. There's no cover. There's no cover anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. There is no cover. And the longer we're leaving it, the worse it's going to get. And what's alarming is right at the end of last season, we was hearing war chests. Oh, war chests. We've got millions and millions of pounds, loads of money. All this money we've got. Tons of it. Huge amount of money. Million here, millions there. We can sign whoever we like. And the reason why we didn't sign anyone in the January window is because we're waiting for the summer. We're going to wait for the summer. And what we're going to do, we're going to go out, we're going to do all the business that's necessary, and we're going to sign this one and we're going to sign that one. Don't panic. Don't panic. I don't know what everyone's panicking about. What happens? End of the season. Yeah. End of the season. Comes up. Still no signings. We get into June, nothing. Get into the middle of June, and now we're hearing that things ain't quite going right with Sesko. The demands are a little bit too high. Could all change tomorrow. You could be watching channels tomorrow and their headings could be going, done deal. Sesko's an Arsenal player. And you'll all be going, whoa, yeah, brilliant, fantastic. 3 days later, still no show. 4 days later, still no show. 2 weeks later, still no show. I'd like to know where some people get their information from. I've just shared with you there where I look for information. I don't listen to what most people listen to. I'll share that with you, but I'm open-minded. I'm kind of like, all right, okay, Bayern Munich want Martinelli. Bayern Munich are interested in Martinelli. I can understand that. There'd be loads of clubs wanting Martinelli, etc., etc., etc. I get that. So I share it with you. Do I 100% believe it? Not really. But it is what it is in the summer with all these transfers going on. So when I look at other channels and I see titles, done deal, Arsenal sign, Arsenal sign. I can't listen to it. Can't listen to it. Yeah? Just cannot listen to it. But If the information's there, we'll share it. And part of sharing information is that then we can talk about it, have a chat about it, and then you make your own minds up about a lot of things in life, guys. You have to make your own minds up. There's some evil people out there, my friends, all right? And you have to make your own minds up in life sometimes, yeah? Same as football, same as the transfer market. DJB, would you take Dembele to Arsenal? 100%. I'd take anyone at the moment. I'd take anyone that can play in number 9. I'd even go division, I'd even go championship and see if there's anyone balling out down there. If we can't afford people, if our wage structures that structured where we can't afford Sesko, but once again we can afford players that are injured and pay them over the top, you know, I'd look at anyone. Big up, my friend. Big up another great stream. I hope all is well. Oh, cheers, my friend. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I've been watching the cricket. The sun's been shining. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Things could be better, but hey, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, big up Martin Taps. Good man. But yeah, so it's getting. I'm worried, guys. I'm worried. I can't lie to you. I am worried. I am really, really worried. I don't want to be going over Arsenal and watching midfielders play as forwards. Sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. But here's another question. I mean, what we just discussed there about Martinelli being up for sale, and I understand that. But why are we still holding on to Jesus? Why don't we just put him up for sale? Why don't we just rip it up? Say, right, see you later. Let a Saudi club come in for Jesus. You know, just get him off the wage bill. Sambi Lokonga, all these players. There's loads of players on the wage bill. Get them off. Transfer window was a sham and another act. It is. It's all a sham, my friend. An absolute sham. It's the Arsenal transfer, isn't it? Only this club operates like this. Only this football club operates the way we do. No other football club operates like this, yeah? Why would Sesko want a release clause if he believes in the project? Exactly. Untouchables 96. Big up, my friend. Big up every day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, big up. Cheers, Aaron. Big up. Same for you, my friend. Elite man. Make sure that you sub and smash the likes on his as well. Thank you. Big up, my friend. Yeah, exactly. Why would he? Do you know what's going to happen, right? Here's the thing what's going to happen, people, right? This is what's going to happen. If we haven't signed a striker by the second week in July, either Sesko stays where he is or he rocks up at a Saudi club. He goes Ivan Toney settings. Sesko, Saudi, millions of pounds. Yeah, that's where he's going to end up. Then Goalkeeper, other clubs are going to come in for him. Liverpool may even come sniffing for Goalkeeper. Man United might even come back in again now, especially now after seeing Garnacho's antics. Man United's going to go, whoa, hang on a minute. So if we haven't signed any striker, if we haven't got a striker done, dusted by about the second week in July, then it's going to be panic buy times. Hold on to your seats, people, because we're talking panic buying. We will go down the loans, panic buying. We'll be linked with every single person you can imagine. Watkins, everyone. Garnacho's, you name it, we'll be linked with. Because that's the way it's going. That's our Arsenal role. And it's not fair on the fans. It's not fair on the fans like you guys. It's not fair on me. It's not fair on anyone. And I've always said, we're all Arsenal fans. Whether you go, whether you don't go, it doesn't matter. I never look at people just because they don't go to Arsenal, they're not Arsenal fans. We're all Arsenal fans. And it's just not fair. It's just not fair. They're playing with us, and it's not right. So then you have to ask your question, what is the real problem? I know the real problem. It's the manager. That's the real problem. And if you now throw Berta in the mix as well, because he's trying to get things going, he's trying to do deals, he's trying to find out why this one can't be signed, why that one can't be signed, why aren't we going for this one, why aren't we going for that one? It's just conflict of interest all the time. It's just they're not coming to some agreement. It's madness. It's madness. And what I can't understand is this guy, Berta, was brought in solely to stop all this mess, to put an end to all of this shenanigans, what goes on in the window. And it ain't happening. It's not happening. But anyway, is what it is. Is what it is, people. I was upset when I said ESR, yeah, Emil Smith Rowe. I knew his loss would lead to a lack of creative in-depth. Do you know what? We haven't had creative in-depth for many years, my friend. Big up to you. We ain't really had a creative midfielder for a long, long time. For a long, long time. And this is what I've been saying all along. We don't only need a number 9. We need a creative midfield player. We need someone that's going to make things happen. Get the ball, run at players, take 2 or 3 players on, open the game up. Yeah, draws a free kick, sprays the ball out wide. Someone creative. Just give me a creative midfield. Give me a Vitinha. Anyone like that player in midfield. I'd love it. Probably more so than a number 9. Yeah. But if you're going to start telling me that men like Garnacho and people like that are going to be our main signings, then I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to listen to it. If you've got me a Gorkares and you've got me a Rodrigo and you've brought in Zubimendi and then man like Garnacho rocks up, I'd probably think to myself, okay, let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. But don't start telling me that they're going to be our main man. Don't start telling me that these guys are going to rock up in front of all the others. Because, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Don't you start getting me to the start of the season and we've got loan signings and panic buy-ins and all of this, because it ain't going to be good enough. It ain't going to be good enough. And heads would have to roll, I'm afraid. Would have to roll. 100%. Big shout out to Vigilante. Yeah, you're all shouting out to everyone. Big up. Let's build the community. Yeah, that's what it's all about, people, isn't it? Building up the community, getting everyone in. Why not, indeed? Big up DJB from sunny Sweden. Oh, big up, my friend. Yeah, big up. Sweden, beautiful country. I've never been. I've always wanted to go there. I know it's expensive out there, guys. I mean, Sweden, Norway, all them, but beautiful country. Beautiful country. I would imagine mountain scenery. Yes, is it hot in Sweden? Global, isn't it, guys? Global. It's worrying. It's worrying. I worry about the planet. I don't know about anyone else. It's getting hotter, isn't it? It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's frightening, guys. Frightening. Garnacho, I will tune out of the season. Won't watch a game. Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to, bro. I've got my season ticket. Unfortunately, I can't help it. But I tell you what, where I sit, there'll be some noise, I tell you. They won't be happy. There won't be happy gooners around me. That's for sure. This computer is playing up tonight. We're going to sign players from Chelsea because Chelsea are very happy to take our money, and the way they can with long-term instalments being paid to players. What is this fixation on Chelsea? What is this relationship this manager's got with Chelsea? Has he got shares or something? Man got shares. I don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely crap. Really is. Don't give me anyone. I don't want that Madueke. He's another one, isn't he? How could I forget? Madueke. So you imagine, right? Imagine us ending up with Madueke. Martinelli's gone to Bayern Munich. Madueke. Zubi, Trossard on the left if we don't get rid of him. Sounding good, guys, isn't it? You all confident? Going to win the Prem? Going to win the Prem? Yeah? Let's go win the Prem, shall we? Madueke up front. Let's have a lift. 3 years finishing runners-up. Semi-final of the Champions League. And we go sign man like Madueke. Do you know what? This weekend is starting to look ugly now, guys, because I'm talking about Arsenal, Madueke, Garnacho, men like this. Do you know what I mean? That was the one that made me laugh, the Nico Williams one. Oh, get Nico Williams. Oh, going to get Nico Williams. Not that I wanted him anyway. I think he's got potential. I think under the right manager, like most players, they've got potential. But he weren't for me. I don't think he's what Arsenal needed. Yeah. So who would play on the left if we didn't get Martinelli? If Martinelli goes? I still think Martinelli will go. I think he'll go. You get 55, 60 million for Martinelli. I think he'll go. That will shock a lot of the West Arsenal faithful, won't it? Yeah. That will shock a lot of the Arsenal faithful if Martin. Apparently, Partey wanted to stay, but Arteta don't want him no more. Right. Well, the Partey thing, how I look at it, is I think if Partey was offered a year's extension, me personally, I think he'd have took it. But it was quite clear this manager didn't want him. Because then he goes and signs, he got Zubi in. He was playing Partey at right back, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. His days were numbered, weren't they? His days were numbered, unfortunately. It is what it is. This is how he treats players, So, what do you expect? Big up DJB in the chat. Yeah, big up Bottle Jobs. Good name, mate. Good name. That's what we are, innit? Bottle Jobs at the moment. Absolutely horrendous. Saliba might go because he isn't signing new contract. Do you know what? Saliba will go. I've predicted that if things don't go right for this football club within next season, Saliba, Saka, Rice. They're the three players that I believe will be on teams like Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Madrid, Man City. He'd love Saka, wouldn't he, Pep? He'd love Saka. This will shock you guys. Go get Grealish. Yeah? Probably too late for that now. Go get Phil Foden. Put a bid in for Phil Foden. Imagine that. What a backup that would be. Phil Foden. Won everything. Yeah, but he's not better than Saka. Have a look at his trophy cabinet, then come back to me. I wouldn't be surprised, DJ. We were on the Grealish. Yeah. I'd get him. The only trouble is, right, Jack Grealish needs an arm around his shoulder. He needs to play under he needs to play under a manager, like someone who knows how to manage, someone to get the best out of him, someone that's going to sit him down and go, do you know what, Jack? Stop being a clown. Get out there and show me what you can do. Harry Redknapp settings. Do you know what I mean? Just get out there, put your boots on, go enjoy yourself. That's Jack Grealish, yeah? Not under this manager. Can you imagine Arteta with Jack Grealish? Wouldn't happen. Saka will sign another contract under this manager. It means he's a serial loser. He probably is, yeah. Foden is better than Saka. Look at the trophies. Do you know what? That's a debate, isn't it? Foden had that season, didn't he? He was unplayable. He was unplayable. He was brilliant, he was, Foden. Absolutely brilliant. Trossard and Odegaard, I think, are overrated. DJB, they both lose the ball so often. Trossard for me is I call him a 20. I call him an he's like a 25, 30 minute player, and he's someone to bring off the bench and to try and change a little something, try and give you that something. Listen, I'm not all bad with Trossard. I just don't think for me, he's not he's not my starting 11. But again, he's a great squad player. Good to have on the bench. Yeah. Odegaard, well, what can I say? But again, do we blame over Odegaard? Is Odegaard that bad a player? Or is it mismanagement again? Is it because this manager can't get the best out of Martin Odegaard? Can't seem to change him? Don't try and put him in other positions. See, Martin Odegaard, for me, needed a variety. He needed to come off that right-hand side and play more central. I think we'd have seen a different Martin Odegaard if he'd have switched him around a little bit, get his mojo back, get him interested again, change it up a little bit. I still think Odegaard would have had something to offer. Yeah, I mean, I've seen one of the comments there, like garbage. I wouldn't say he's garbage, He's a decent player. He's a decent player. He's not brilliant. He's not fantastic. But again, okay, I'll give you this, right? Imagine Martin Odegaard under Arnie at Liverpool. Would he be garbage? These are the questions you've got to ask yourself. Would he be garbage? DJB, the manager, is stopping the front players from expressing themselves. Been saying it all the time, Waffle, my guy. Been saying it all the time. Let the shackles off. Yeah? We had that season, didn't we, where we looked really good. We were scoring goals. We were going forward. We was dangerous in attack. We got the ball forward early. And then he woke up out of bed one morning last season and he went, nah, I ain't going to play like that anymore. This is how I'm going to play. Sideways, slow, methodical. Good word, that, methodical. I like that. Methodical. Not really playing with any kind of oomph or zest or anything like that. And then once we got into that style of playing like that, he didn't know how to change it in games because he was so concerned and so fixed set on how to play like that and how he wanted to play. He couldn't play any other way. So getting back to Odegaard, again, should have tried something different. Yeah, 100%. Joseph Connor Golden, big up my friend. DJG will say he should not have put Odegaard back on the pitch straight after ankle injury back in November when he wasn't right, same, and Saka wasn't right. Yeah, I said that at the time, my friend. I thought Odegaard came back slightly too quick. But again, because we didn't do the right thing as a football club, and because we did not strengthen in all areas, and because we were struggling and we needed to get points, we needed to go far in the Champions League because we're desperate for trophies. This is what we're having to do. We're having to get players rushed back. We're having to throw players into the lion's den, if you like. Get out there. You do this. Even if they're not fit. I think it's more with Martin Odegaard, though. Mentally, he didn't look right for me. I'm not sure what went on with that player, but mentally, Martin Odegaard he wasn't the right player. Yeah. This is some good news, guys. Road to 2K subs. Please sub. Let's go. Come on, let's build this community up. We're on the road to 2K, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Do appreciate it 100%. And yeah, and thanks for all your comments as well. All much appreciated as ever. You know, without you guys, there wouldn't be a show. So big up to everyone. Yeah, 100. Thank you very much indeed, my friends. Thank you. Yeah, so to me, you've got to get the best out of your team, haven't you? You know, you can only do with what you've got in front of you. And part of being a manager or part of being a good coach is that you try and get the best out of what you've got. So if things are really, really not working, then you try something completely different. Because what happens then, the players get like a little lift out of it. And it brings them back again. So you bring Martin Odegaard in, you go, hey, look, Martin, look. Yeah, fans are getting on your back. You're not really having a good time. I'm going to keep the faith with you. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm now going to play you in the 8. I'm going to play you more central. I'm going to bring Wanyeri in and I'm going to play you more central. And I want you just to go and enjoy yourself. Yeah? And I think you'd have seen a completely different Martin Odegaard. That's my personal opinion. Because he was quick enough to play Marino up front. He was quick enough to play Havertz as a striker. But he's not happy to change the midfield. He's quick enough to put Partey at right back. He didn't have a problem with that. Nah. If we lose Wanyeri, he's going to go on loan. Wanyeri will go on loan. He'll either go on loan or end up at a team like West Ham or Spurs. Yeah. Or Spurs. Don't be surprised. DJB, thoughts on Ethan's contract up in a week? I'm worried. I think he'll renew. I think he'll get I think the contract will be fine. But I don't know. Oh, I'm going to quickly change my mind. The way he's treating Ethan, would Ethan want to stay? Again, if I was his agent, I'd be looking around. I'd be shopping around. And then I'd be going to Ethan and I'd be sitting him down with his family and going, look, this is the situation. You got Saka, who's first choice. The manager's treated you like crap. And I've got clubs that are interested in you. I've got Everton interested in you. I've got Aston Villa interested in you. I've got Brighton interested in you. Because these are the clubs where Ethan can go. And if he spends like 2 weeks at these clubs, 2 weeks, if he spends 2 seasons at these clubs, he's still young enough to go and get something bigger. He just needs game time. He needs to learn his trade. He needs game time. He ain't going to get it at Arsenal. Ethan will not get game time at Arsenal, guys. It ain't going to happen. So he does need to move on, and he needs to move on pretty quick. Make sure you're smashing the likes, guys. Yeah, and sub, please. That would be great stuff. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely to see you all tonight. And yeah, welcome aboard. Yeah, that's, to me, that is a no-brainer for Ethan. To me, it's like Martinelli. I think players like Martinelli, Ethan, I think they've got to move on. I think they have to move on, guys. If they're gonna better themselves, they're gonna have to move on. 100%. And we need Declan Rice as captain next season. I want to see Declan Rice leading the team out. I want to see Declan Rice as captain next season. He's a leader. He's an absolute leader. Born leader, 100%, complete and utter leader. Without a shadow of a doubt. When Yeri has seen how Balogun was treated after doing madness on loan, he's seen how Bradford's treated. With no doubt, he's looked for business in training. They'll watch ESR get sabotaged. Yeah, I know. This is what I'm saying. Look at the players. This player, honestly, it's crazy. We've got some brilliant players coming through. That Max Dowman is an absolute baller. He's an absolute gem of a young player. Unfortunately, I've seen young players before in all walks of football. They look brilliant at that level. And then when they step up, some of them don't quite look the same. But I think with Max Dowman, he looks comfortable in any situation. Max Dowman could run out for his first 11 against Man United, and he'll look as if he's been playing there for years. But, and it's a big but. Can you imagine Arteta bringing Max Dowman through and sticking with him and playing him in the centre of midfield? No. That's what he should be doing with Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly should not be left back for this football club. That's nothing against Miles Lewis-Skelly at left back. He's done a brilliant job, but he's not a left back. And I'll tell you why he's not a left back. Because when he's up against anyone with any nous, Lamine Yamal, or anyone with any football brain, prime Phil Foden if Foden gets back on form, people like that. Any player with any ability will find Lewis-Skelly easy pickings. He'll draw him in, he'll get fouls, Skelly will dive in, he'll panic, and he'll get caught out. Yeah? We saw it, didn't we? We saw it in the Champions League semi-final. Yeah, so for me, that's not saying that Lewis-Skelly's a bad player. I think Lewis-Skelly's a good player. And 9 times out of 10 at left back, he will deal with most situations. But he's not a left back. So again, put him in midfield. Put him in midfield and turn him into something really special. Because he's capable of being a really special player. Really special player. And this manager, honestly, why? Why can everyone else see it and this guy can't? It's just so annoying. I've never felt so depressed going into a new season. Honestly, guys, hot in here, guys. I tell you, it's roasting in here. Big up, legend. Hit the likes and subscribes. It's free and it takes seconds. What can I say? It's absolutely free. It takes absolutely no time at all. No time at all. Thank you very much, my friend. Big up. Listen, as for legend, well, you know, I'm not really a legend. There's lots of legends out there, guys. I've just been going a long time. And does it make me a legend? I don't know. It might do in some people's eyes, but I just like going over the Arsenal. Been doing it for so long now. Yeah, so long. I won't be going Old Trafford, though. I won't be going Old Trafford first game of the season. I've got a busy August coming up, to be honest with you. Holidays, getting away, that kind of stuff. You know how it is, people. You know how it is. Let's have a look here. AJ, big up. I believe the players are sick of Arteta. Timber is speaking out. Yeah, I saw that. I was on Shane's. Big up, Shane. When I was on live with Shane the other day, we got the Timber thing up about what he said. You know, it could be curtains for him under this manager, you know. Could be curtains for him. Could make life quite hard. Party doesn't want to stay. Martinelli has dropped off for form. Too many big contracts and wages. This man is effing the club I love. Yeah, it seems to be that way. Do you know what, right? And it's funny, and no one mentions Edu, but Edu's had a huge part to play in all of this as well. And I'm not deflecting away from the manager because, look, you all know my views on the football manager. I don't want him at the club. I'm shocked that he's going into another season. Yeah, I wanted to see Zidane roll up or someone like that. Simeone. Yeah, I'd have taken a punt on Thomas Frank as well. And I'd have gone Eddie Howe at Newcastle. But, Edu don't get off lightly. Because Edu was also the pair of them. Edu and Arteta, the two amigos, they have had a massive long-term effect on this football club. Because what people will try and do is swerve it towards Berta. But Berta weren't at the club when Jesus was bought and put on 250 grand a week. Berta wasn't at the club when Havertz was bought and put on 280 grand a week. Yeah? Berta wasn't at the club when players went from 10, 20 grand to 100 grand a week. So all of this now that's coming out later on as time goes on, yeah, is all about Edu and Arteta's reign. Bit like the Liz Truss thing, what she done in her short time with the old Tory party. Yeah? Liz Truss settings at Arsenal. But you ain't going to hear Edu, are you? Because Edu's gone and he's moved on. People don't mention him. It's all about, oh yeah, but since Berta, what's Berta doing? What's Berta doing here? What's he ain't doing? Why ain't he doing that? Why ain't he doing this? It's all Berta's fault. The reason why we're not getting Sesko is because Berta don't want to pay the wages. Arteta wants him, but Berta don't want to pay the wages. The owners are raking it in, guys. The owners now will get some of the blame if we don't get the right signings. But then look at it the other side of the way, because it's all right looking at it, it's the owners. They've not backed him. They've backed him and he's wasted the money. And now he's wasted the money, they've now got to put things in place so he doesn't do it again. So all of this predicament that we're in now is the workings of Edu and Arteta. All comes down to them. And I know it's months on and it's down the line and it's the following season. Yeah? But it's the months on. That's what it is. Yeah? Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Thank you very much indeed. Now, the Cronkies. Well, they got loads of money. Why don't they just go out and get Sesko? Okay, look at it this way. We go and get Sesko. Sesko wants 300 grand a week. We pay 300 grand a week for Sesko. But Sesko ain't a proven striker. You're not getting a prime Harry Kane. You're getting Sesko. You're getting someone that needs a lot of work done on him. You're getting someone that's unproven. So why would the owners that have already given this guy 280 grand a week for Havertz, 250 grand a week for Jesus, suddenly give him all the freedom in the world to go and get Sesko on crazy madness money? Why? So people are going to say, we're not acting like a big club. We can't act like a big club because of the long-term damage Arteta and Edu's done. Our hands are tied. He's messed it up. Can't act like a big club. It's like buying a house and you need a new kitchen and you need new flooring, new ceiling, everything. and you go out and you spend all the money on the kitchen, and then the ceiling's still falling down, the floor's rotting, but you got a nice kitchen, but the rest of it's falling all around you. And then you come to me and you go, I need some more money for the ceiling and the floor because it's rotting. I'm going to go, so why did you spend all the money on the kitchen when I gave you enough money to do all three? And this is the situation we're in with Arsenal. Because he spent all his money on crap signings, now we need to go and buy a proper players. We ain't got it. Yeah? Yeah, but it's the owner's fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the owner's fault that they're giving this guy another contract, that they're giving Arteta another year. I'll blame the owners for that. I'll blame the owners for giving him £15 million. He'd be lucky to get 300 quid out of me. Big up, DJ. Question for you. As it seems Partey is leaving and Arsenal and Zubi coming in, do you think that makes Arsenal? I think you're going to. Was you meant to say that makes Arsenal stronger? Makes Arsenal weaker? Thomas Partey coming out of that midfield and Zubi going in is not making any difference to that midfield whatsoever, my friend. We need more than Zubi to strengthen this team. DJB, it would be a fair statement that Arteta has ruined Smith Rowe. Apparently, he was just... He ruined Smith Rowe because the reason why Smith Rowe needed coaching. He needed guidance. He needed someone to take him to the next level. And he couldn't do it. He ran out of patience with him. Just couldn't fit him into his system. So he binned him. You got to remember Smith Rowe got an England call up at one point. Xavi would replace Arteta. If not, then it should be Alonso. Too late for Alonso. Too late for Alonso. I'll tell you what, guys, right? You can snip this. You can also come back to me if I'm still around in this industry. Don't be surprised if Cesc Fabregas don't rock up and be the next Arsenal manager. Bear that in mind. The only difference is with Cesc Fabregas, he was an outstanding football player for Arsenal Football Club. And he's managed and he's learning his stripes elsewhere. So he's already got more experience. He would have had more experience than Mikel Arteta. Because as I said to you before, how's your luck? How lucky must you be as a person, right? You say goodbye to your wife and kids, you go to work, rock up at Man City, Pep's giving you instructions, water bottles, putting the cones out, doing a few drills with players, doing your shuttle runs and your ball control and your grid work and all of this. And all of a sudden, he gets a phone call. Hey, Mikel, fancy being manager at Arsenal Football Club? Really? Is this a wind-up? No, I'm serious. Do you want to come and take the Arsenal job? Arsenal Football Club. Third biggest club in the country. One of the biggest clubs in Europe. Yeah, do you fancy the manager's job? Now, this guy is now picking up all the cones, packing away the bibs, hanging around at the back of the dressing room while Pep gives his team talk. And then he's rushing home to his missus and he's going to go, yeah, do you know what? I got a phone call today. They only want me to interview me down at Arsenal for the manager's job. Really? But you ain't managed any other club. I know. So I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Big up, my friend. Thank you very much. So can you imagine? Imagine if you're at work or at whatever you do and you go in and then all of a sudden the manager calls you in and says you're going to be CEO tomorrow. What? Yeah, you're going to be the main man tomorrow. Park your white transit outside. Leave all your deliveries. You're going to run the company tomorrow. Never run a company in your life, and suddenly you get the job. That's the equivalent of Mikel Arteta managing Arsenal. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Big up the waffle, man. Because I can't. I mean, I'll never have to this day, my friends. Never have to this day. Don't understand it. And this is why we are in the situation we're in. This is why we're in the situation with signings. This is why we're in the situations of wages. This is why we're in the situations of players losing form. This is why we're in the situations of not winning a trophy. All of this is down to the football manager and that clown that walked away, Edu. Yeah? We could only dream, DJB. Yeah, we can only dream. Oh, big up, guys. Great stream. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that Lily? Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Great stream. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. Big up all the time. Hope you had a lovely weekend, my friend. Martin Tap, big up Vigilante. Smash the likes and sub, guys and girls. Yeah, big up, my friend. Thank you very much. Top man, Martin. Thank you. The trouble is, right, this football club knows that fans were going to go and watch it next season. People say to me, oh, why'd you go? Because if I didn't go and I gave up my seat, someone else would be sitting there. And it won't be someone as passionate as me. Won't be someone as loyal to me. It'll be just someone that just has visited London and decides to get a ticket and go football. They're not cared what stadium they go to. They just want to go and see a football match. That's the problem, guys. That's the problem. DJ, mate, I could sort of understand it if, let's say, Vieira, Henry and Bergkamp was manager and had this much protection and cult following. But Arteta, average players, yeah, I know. This is what we've been saying, guys, isn't it? This is what we've been saying. Super Tech, DJ Crane 2 before. Oh, big up DJ Crane. Monetise, congrats, DJB, signing of the season. Don't know about that, my friend. Don't know about that. But big up to you, my friend. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a great weekend. And yeah, I hope everything's good, my friend. I hope everything's good. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate it. Thank you. Buddha, Liverpool have signed Jeremy Frimpong. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Liverpool are doing madness, man. Liverpool doing absolute madness. Man City done madness. Yeah. Absolute crazy. And this is what I'm trying to say. So we've had Liverpool linked with Wirtz. Biggest signing, massive signing, linked with Wirtz. There was none of this backwards and forwards. You didn't see Liverpool streams, Liverpool sign Wirtz. No. Wirtz done deal weeks and weeks ago. No. Just went about their business, doing what proper clubs do. All of a sudden, it's all official. Wirtz, Liverpool top, signing on the website, done. Frimpong, done. Man City, linked with this player, speaks to the player, agrees to pay, comes to the football club, done. Man United, Cunha, blah, 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 done. Arsenal, I think we've signed Goalkeeper about 4 times. Goalkeeper has been an Arsenal player now 4 times. I've seen him. Goalkeeper, done deal. Goalkeeper, medical. Goalkeeper, here. 4 times we've signed Goalkeeper. Sesko, I think we've signed about 30 times. Yeah. Man down the road's bought Sesko shirts home and away with Sesko on the back. He's bought 2 shirts with Sesko on the back. Not even signed him. Do you know what I mean? I was out in my local town today, and I'm not kidding you, there was a person, obviously didn't get it from the Arsenal shop. He was that confident, and he believed so much he was told he had Sesko on the back of his shirt. I wish I'd have taken a picture. I really wish I'd have taken a picture, because I couldn't believe it. I felt like going up to him and going, "Yo, man, you've been conned there." For his sake, bless him, I hope he comes now. I think he was doing it as a joke. He must have been doing it as a wind-up. Real talk. He must have been doing it as a wind-up. No way, DJ. Yeah, big up. Seriously. That's why people see. This is what I'm saying. Some people are absolutely convinced, right? Now, listen. Some people have got problems, haven't they? Some people have problems. We all got problems. Yeah. And, you know, he's probably thought, "Oh, I'm gonna get my Arsenal shirt and I'm gonna take it to." There's a place not far from here where they do printing. You can take your shirt in. I could take this England shirt. I mean, I wouldn't, because it's like an iconic. Because it was during COVID as well, 2020. So this is an iconic shirt. But yeah, funny enough, I don't wear football shirts. I shall wear a cricket shirt. It's just weird, isn't it? I won't wear a football shirt. It's funny that. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Honestly, I wish I'd have taken a picture of it, but it would have looked a bit weird, wouldn't it? Following the bloke taking a picture of the back of him. Do you know what I mean? But this is how people are influenced, guys. People are actually influenced by this. Madness. Absolute madness. So, and it's because he's probably been like, done deal, and this is a done deal, and Sesko's coming to Arsenal, and the media's been talking about it. It's been on the radio. It's what the manager wants, blah, blah, blah. And there it goes. Revolutionary player. It's crazy. Absolute crazy stuff. Yeah. Mad. He'd probably have a Gorkarez on his shirt tomorrow. Yeah. Mad. Still, we've got Kepa coming to Arsenal. I'm not going to get into the Kepa. Well, I will do. I'll tell you what, I will get into the Kepa. Why not, right? If we get Kepa, in my opinion, and I know I'm going to get slated for it, guys. Yeah. I really... what's that? I only own one football shirt, 1971 FA Cup final shirt. No, I've got loads of shirts. I just don't wear them. I've never been one of these people where go to matches with football shirts on. Yeah, but no. But if you got the 71 shirt, that's a classic shirt. That is an absolute classic. I had two shirts here, Sarah and Omri. Yeah, Sarah and Omri. Yeah, he got his Sesko one in early, didn't he? I reckon it was a misprint. Oh dear. I hope I see him again. If I see him again, man, I'm going to take a photo of him. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to Kepa, right? For me, people are saying, "Oh, he's a reject. He's this. He's that. He's this." He might well be. But no goalkeeper coming to this football club is going to take over Raya, are they? Realistically. No goalkeeper. Raya's his number one. Raya's our number one goalkeeper. So why would you go and spend loads of money on a backup goalkeeper? There's no point. What's the point? What is the point of spending loads of money on a backup goalkeeper if he's never going to be our number one goalkeeper? So you might as well pay the least amount of money, right? And have someone, 100k a week for Kepa. Listen, he's got experience. He might not be first choice. He might not be good, but it's 5 million and he's got experience. Yeah, but that's what Chelsea paid for him. That's not what Arsenal are going to pay for him, are they? 5 mil. 5 mil. With experience, playing at Bournemouth, 9 clean sheets. Is he an upgrade on what we've got as a backup goalkeeper? I would say yes. Yeah. Is that a cricket jersey, DJB? It is. It's England. It's England. Yeah. T20. T20 World Cup. T20 World Cup in Australia. Yeah, 2020. The 2020 England shirt, T20 World Cup. Yeah, it is, my friend. So I'm on the fence with it. You know, I can understand people getting annoyed because he was Chelsea and it's Kepa. Oh, he's another Chelsea reject, blah, blah, blah. If we'd have bought him from Liverpool, would you have got the same reaction? Yeah. If he was at Liverpool as a backup goalkeeper, we paid 5 million for him and he was at Liverpool. Honestly, DJ, isn't Cole Hine ready? Probably. But Arteta likes to sign a goalkeeper, doesn't he? He's got this thing about goalkeepers and left backs. Look how many he's signed. He's got this thing about goalkeepers and left backs. So, yeah. I mean, Cole Hine, he's not got that much experience, has he, in the Premiership? I mean, you got to remember, Kepa's played for Bournemouth. He's at Bournemouth. And people say, yeah, but the pressure ain't on at Bournemouth. Listen, mate, when you're a club earmarked for relegation, there's pressure. Club like Bournemouth, their first priority is to stay in the Premier League. And then wherever they finish in the Premier League is a bonus. So there's pressure. There's pressure at all clubs. Whether you're down the bottom or whether you're at the top. Don't get this sort of snobby attitude that just because we support Arsenal, no other club's important and there's no pressure. There's pressure at all clubs. You fall out of the Premiership and you lose millions. Yeah? You won't get me being a snobby Arsenal fan. I've told you that before, guys. I've got respect for every single football club and every single fan in the land. Total respect for them. You know what I mean? Because they've all got their ambitions, and they've all got their own goals at the start of every season. Arsenal's goal at this season is most fans will say, "Oh, we're Arsenal, going to win the Premier League, going to win the Premiership, going to win the Champions League." That's not my goal. My goal is to win a trophy. I don't care what it is. I need a trophy. I need a day out at Wembley and I need a trophy. Simple as that. And then I need the manager gone. So if the Carabao Cup is not good enough, I'll take it, providing it comes with sacking the manager. If you win me the FA Cup, I'll take it, providing it comes with sacking the manager. This manager has got to work miracles for me now. And people say to me, be patient. I've been patient. Over 20 odd years, I've been patient. The last 5 seasons, I've been patient. I've been patient. I was patient last season, lost my patience the season before, trust the process, patient. I've been patient. I've seen players come in. I've been patient. Patience. I'm fed up with it now. No more being patient now. Can't be doing with it. I've run out of patience. Real talk, honestly. Run out of patience. Yeah. So this manager's got to work miracles. The only way I would change my mind on this manager getting the sack from this club, and I'm telling you now, this is how high I'm raising the bar now, because after 5 seasons of being in charge of this football club, he has raised the bar. He's put himself on a pedestal. He's made it look as if he's the best thing since sliced bread. He said all the right things. He's had the money. So for me, the only way this manager can save his job if he wins the Premiership, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. If he takes all 3 domestics, if he does the domestic treble, in one season, and I'm letting him off lightly because I was going to say the Premiership and the Champions League. If he wins all 3 domestic cups, he might get another year. Other than that, he's gone. Gone. Had enough of him. I've had enough of his attitude. I've had enough of his cockiness. I've had enough of his press conferences, his waffle, his crap that he comes out with. I've had enough of his signings. I've had enough of his in-game management. I've had enough of he can't change things. When I go to Arsenal, guys, right, and I'm watching it, you can see when you're watching it actually live, you know what it's like. You can actually see, and you track players. So I don't sometimes look at the ball. I'll track a player. So I'll pick out Rice, for example, and I'll watch him. And then I'll watch where he's looking over to the bench. And then I'll watch Arteta's instructions. And I'm thinking, why is he telling him to do that? Why is he telling him to hold back? Hold back. Drive forward with the ball. The defence is sitting deep. Someone's got to break the lines. Why is he telling Saka to track back? Stay in the final third. I don't want to see Saka next season tracking back. I want to see him doing business in the madness in the final third. Cutting up people, taking on the fullback, coming inside, switching from right into the middle, making things happen. So you watch it live and you think, right, you're going to change it. Come on, change it. Do something. Get me excited. Do something. No. 45th minute. No. Half time. That was an exciting half, wasn't it? Come out second half, zip the old sleeping bag up, ready for the second half. Get the old pillar right. Second half comes. We got shooting Mikel Arteta. He knows exactly what we need. Wake up 10 minutes into the second half, still passing the ball sideways and backwards. Looking over to the bench. Come on, change it. Do something. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. And this is what it's like, guys. This is what it's like. Week in, week out, week in, week out. Trust me. Has Sterling been sold yet? I don't know what's happened to Raheem the Dream. I haven't got a clue. Probably the worst signing we've ever made. He's worse than Jeffers. Yeah. He's worse than Pascal Sigan. He's worse than Mustafi. All them mend him. He's worse than all of them. Absolutely worse than all of them. A 4-pack of Red Bull may be needed for the games next season, DJB. Oh, mate, honestly. I hope not. I hope not. I just hope in the next couple of weeks we do the right thing. Seriously, I really do. But do you know what? Even if we do the right thing, even if we do get these strikers and we get them over the line, you know, I'm not convinced this manager will get the best out of them. I'm not convinced. I'm really not convinced. I don't think this manager will... I don't know. I think he's run out of ideas. Seriously. Big up, my friend. I think he's run out of ideas. Honestly. And the problem is teams have sussed us out now, haven't they? We're easy to play against. Yeah, we're easy to play against. Stats, big up, my friend. Big up, big up. Yeah, we are. We're just easy to play against. Teams rock up. They can put 2 banks of 4, single bank of 4. They can play 5. What does us as well? One of the things that does us as well is when they play 5 in midfield. I think Bournemouth did at the Emirates. They play 5 in midfield, and we find that really, really difficult. We find 5 in midfield massively difficult. Yeah. Because we're open as well, because we're open for like counter-attack. So yeah, it's massive. You know what I mean? And we've got to find ways to break it down. And I'm not sure the likes of the Sescos and all that are going to be the players to break it all down, guys. I'm really not sure. Really not sure. That's why I keep saying we need an attacking midfield player, someone that's going to come in and really make things happen, guys. Honestly, that's what we need. It's not going to happen. I mean, I'd be looking closer to home. I'd be looking at closer to home. Kudus, West Ham, Eze. So this would be my starting 11 if we done the right thing in the signings. See that normal back four: Timber, Skelly, even though I don't want him playing there. Gabriel, Saliba, Raya in goal, and then I'd have Eze. Imagine that: Eze, Rice, Saka, Bowen. Oh, imagine if we had Bowen as well. So you had Bowen up front, or Bowen out. Imagine it. Imagine Bowen in the 10, Saka on the right, Bowen in the 10, Gorkarez up front, Gorkarez as your striker, Bowen in the 10, Saka on the right. See? We're all getting a buzz now, people, aren't we? Now suddenly we've all come awake at midnight, early hours Monday morning. Yeah? We're sounding all pumped up. We're sounding like ready to go now. Bowen in the 10 like that. Saka on the right. He knows exactly what we need. Oh, DJB, we're flying. Come on, everyone. Let's do it, eh? We know what we need, guys, don't we? We know what we need. Unfortunately, the football club don't. And Enrique as manager, yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. DJB, that's a very good lineup you suggested. It is. Eze, Bowen, Saka, Gorkarez. You get me them, and I don't care what man shows up. If I've got Garnacho to come off the bench and I've got them players, that's madness. That is absolute madness. Imagine that. Imagine that. You're all buzzing there, aren't you? Crazy. Lookman, no, I don't rate him. Lookman's a flash in the pan as far as I'm concerned. He's not for me. But if you've given me Eze, Bowen, Gorkarez, and then you bring in a Lookman, now we're talking. Now we're talking. I'll vote DJB as Arsenal manager, 4-year contract, 20 mil. I'll tell you what, guys, I'd do it for 20 quid a week. You ain't even got to give me 20 mil. Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference. That's some players as well. Declan Rice would play football for nothing. If you said to Declan Rice, I'll give you 20 quid a week, he'd still play football. Some players are like it. Imagine a front three of Rodrigo, Osimhen and Saka. Looks nice, doesn't it? Doesn't that look nice? Yeah. Isn't it funny how none of us are mentioning Sesko? None of us are mentioning Sesko, you know. Madness. Rodrigo, Gorkarez, Eze would be great signings. I don't see the problem. Offload players. Get rid of them. Get rid of Jesus. Get him off the wage bill. Sell Martinelli. Get rid of Tomiyasu. Get rid of Calafiori. Sell Calafiori as well. Get rid of him. He's another one you can cash in on. And then go get me Bowen, Eze, Rodrigo, Gorkarez. Forget Rodrigo though, because That's pie in the sky. Rodrigo ain't coming. Kudus from West Ham, though. He's available. I'll take him. 100%. They're better than what we got, guys. They're better than what we got, aren't they? Kyo Saka, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard. So overrated, it's beyond a joke. The mind boggles. You've been headlocked by PR masterclass. Crypto, you have a point. I think most players in the Premiership are overrated. I think Declan Rice is a really good player. I think Declan Rice would walk into most teams. So would Saka. So you got to ask yourself, Crypto, I understand where you're coming from and totally respect you. But I tell you now, if you've done a poll of all the European teams around Europe, Declan Rice and Saka would probably walk into about most of those teams, in my opinion. In my opinion. He'd walk into a City team. Saka would probably get games with Real Madrid, I would have thought. So would Rice. So, yeah, definitely a Man United, definitely a Man City, Bayern Munich. So, yeah, but it's a good point. But most players are overrated, aren't they? There's no world-class. There's not a lot of world-class players around. Let's be honest. Said it the other day. We used the words world-class too easily. Too easily. Oh, he's world-class. No, he's not. We should go for Vingalis Pavlidis from Benfica, baller. He is a good player. Very good player. I have not seen much of him. I've watched clips of him the other day, actually. I was watching some Benfica stuff the other day. He is a good player. Won't get him, though. We don't go for players like that. We don't go for market opportunities, do we? Got no money, but we're not willing to go for market opportunities. Our market opportunities are a man like Fabio Vieira. Yeah? Fabio Vieira. They're our sort of market opportunity signings. Fabio Vieira, ladies and gentlemen. Fabio Vieira. As soon as I watched him play, I knew he wasn't a player. Not for Arsenal, anyway. Instead, you're linked with Garnacho and Madueke. Yeah? Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if they don't rock up at Arsenal. I've said second, third week of July, if we haven't got Sesko or Gorka in the door, we ain't getting them. Could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. But if we've not got Sesko or Gorka by mid-July, by the third week in July, 2nd of July, by the second week in July, round about then, we ain't getting them. We ain't getting them. Maybe Gorka would suit Arteta's style a little bit more than Isak. What are your thoughts? I don't think either. Isak would probably more, but Gorka is kind of a player that just sort of proper striker, isn't he? Don't do a lot of tracking back. Can't imagine him doing a lot of defensive duties. Can't imagine him dropping deep. He likes to play in that final third Gorka, doesn't he? Yeah, he likes it in the box. He likes to make his runs sort of from the edge of the halfway circle to the box. And Arteta don't like that. He likes a false number 9. He likes a false number 9. And he likes to, Isak, brilliant player. Should have got Isak. Should have got Isak all them seasons ago. Again, go back to Edu and Arteta, don't I? Yeah, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck settings. You know what I mean? Gave Eddie Nketiah 100 grand a week and a 14 shirt. That was you, Isak. Yeah. You want Isak? Nah, you don't want Isak. We've got Eddie. We'll give it Eddie. It's an interesting one. Kudus overrated a bit though, isn't he? I watched Kudus absolutely dominate Arsenal at the Emirates last season. Yeah. He was unplayable. He had our defence in knots. He held the ball up, brought players into play and everything. What you got to remember with Kudus, Look at the managers he's had since he's been at West Ham in a short amount of time. Yeah, Lopetegui, Moyes, Potter, 3 managers. 3 managers. For any player that's had 3 managers in a short space of time, playing for a team like West Ham, you're going to lose form. Any player will lose form. Unless they're top level, any player's going to lose form. So if you had Kudus is a good player. If you had him in a settled team, albeit that I don't want the manager there, but he's settled at Arsenal, isn't he? I think you'd see a different Kudus. But he's going to go Tottenham. I bet he goes Spurs. You can clip that up as well, guys. I bet Kudus goes Spurs. DJB, would you take Cucurella? No. Cucurella from Chelsea, fullback. Good left back, isn't he? He is a good left back. I like him. If it meant, right, see, for me, if it meant Lewis Skelly moving into midfield and Skelly was going to get a permanent gig in midfield, then I would take Cucurella. But if he's gonna do madness and play Skelly at left back, then I wouldn't take Cucurella over Skelly. Although, I don't know, Cucurella is a better left back than Skelly. Can't deny that. But yeah, that would be the deal. Take Cucurella, move Skelly into midfield. Play him in midfield. Thank you, my friend. Oh, my computer's playing up big time. Smash the likes up, people. Yeah, I think you are. I think you're all smashing the likes. I hope so. Should be. It takes about half a second, not even that. And sub, guys. Make sure you subs. Make sure you're smashing the likes, because it does help build our little community. It does help build the channel, and it does help me, and it helps you, because I can then do stuff and we can all do madness together. Now, this is a good one. Thoughts on Matoma. I rate him. I absolutely rate Matoma. Every time I see him play, he excites me. He scores goals, gets into the box. Yeah. Intelligent, quick. Matoma this season is better than Martinelli. Matoma last season's better than Martinelli. We showed you the Martinelli stats, didn't we, at the start of the stream? The last 2 seasons, he's literally fallen off the cliff. Matoma. I don't like this narrative when people say to me, oh, yeah, but Matoma at Brighton is different than playing at Arsenal. No, it's not. Not at the moment. Used to be. When we were winning premierships and doubles and all this stuff, yeah, the jump from somewhere like Brighton to Arsenal was huge. But we're just an average team. We're just an average team that finishes second in the league, because half the teams have dropped off. When we finished second, Liverpool dropped off. Klopp announced he was leaving. We had a chance of winning it, but we let Man City overtake us. Last season, City dropped off. Rebuild, reshuffle, whatever you're doing. City just didn't have a good season. Didn't do the right thing in the summer that Pep admitted. Man United fallen off. Spurs was going for European glory, and they got it. Fair play. Chelsea, new manager, young players. He had to come in and sort the team out. Team was all over the place. Team was a school playground team, wasn't it? You know, our kids, there's the ball, go and play. That was Chelsea. So he had to come in and sort all that out. He had to get some sort of style of play into the football club. So all these teams were like dropping off or rebuilding or reshuffling. So we had an opportunity to seize the moment, and we did. We finished runners up. But if all those teams that have got their acts together, which they're going to next season, and all those teams would have been bang on it, and all those teams were flying, and they'd have done the right thing, and they'd have done all the right signings, and Chelsea was like well into their manager, we wouldn't have finished second. We'd have struggled. Watch next season, guys. Watch Chelsea next season. Spurs will be different. Man United will be stronger. They'll be different. Liverpool, they're doing madness. Man City, doing madness in transfer market. All these teams next season are going to be absolute flying. This is why we had to do it early. We had to get the signings in early. Get it done. Get them in early. But no, couldn't do it. Still ain't done it. I just hope Zubi don't. I hope this deal is set in stone. I really hope so. Because if he comes back off his holiday and turns his back on us, or something happens and it don't happen, we are in bang trouble, guys. I'm telling you. Why are you using trophies to determine who is better? It doesn't make sense. Look, some people use trophies as a benchmark to see what players are better, right? You can only go by when you finish your career as a football player. You go by what you've won. You don't say, "Oh, I had a great time, played really, really well, but I didn't win anything." Why do you think Harry Kane left Tottenham? Today is the 7th day and the second transfer window, but Arsenal, it's June the 22nd. Big up, Lawrence, my friend. Yeah. Transfer windows and dates are not in the same universe as Arsenal. Not in the same universe, Lawrence. You know that, my friend. You're a real one. You've been supporting them long enough. Big up, Lawrence. Yeah, big up, Lawrence, all day long. Trophies are everything. It's not that complicated. They are. They mean a lot. When you haven't won a trophy for so long, trophies, they are everything. They are. Just look, when you're a club like Arsenal, everything is everything. Trophies, league position, signings, it's everything. If that's not what your ambition is, supporting a football club like Arsenal, then you're supporting the wrong club. That's my goal. That's my bar. When I support Arsenal, I want to win trophies and I want to win the league. I want to win the Premiership. That's my first thing I want to do, is win the Premiership. Then it's Champions League. Domestic cups. Always the FA Cup. Want to win the FA Cup every year. I want to win everything. And league position. I want it all. Why not? Why not? If you haven't got that mentality supporting Arsenal, then you might as well go and support someone else. Seriously. Don't support Arsenal and Liverpool's and all these Man Uniteds and big teams like this if you can't handle the pressure. That is why we have to win a cup next season of some sort. League Cup this season, yeah. I think that's the first priority, isn't it? Realistically, the way the signings are going, it's the only cup we're going to win, my friend. The way these signings going, Carabao Cup, I'll take that. When we're looking at a starting 11 of exactly the starting 11 we had last season, minus Thomas Partey, with Havertz up front and players carrying injuries and players coming back from injuries, I'd take the Carabao Cup all day long. I'm not even thinking of the Premiership at the moment. This is how this club's got on me. I can't even be looking at the Premiership, guys. How can I have my art and my actual heart set on the Premiership when we've got Thomas Partey leaving and we've got Sesko stumbling because his demands are too high, and we've got Goalkeeper, who's our second choice, who's thinking, actually, I should have been your first choice. I might keep my options open. How can anyone look at the winning the Premiership next season? I can't. I'm not even looking at winning the Premiership. DJB, would you snap your hand off for the League Cup next season? Yeah, right now. Yeah, at what time? Nearly 1:45 UK time in the morning, Monday morning. The way the signings are, minus Thomas Partey, I'll take the Carabao Cup. We are weaker than last season. As we speak now, minus Thomas Partey, we are weaker than last season. Get your head around that, guys. Weaker than last season. Absolute madness. Oh, I don't know. Bonkers, isn't it? But thanks for all your comments. Smash the likes. Make sure you sub. As I said, we're just sitting back and a sit back session on a Sunday, just sitting back, and we're just chatting about everything. Martin, I honestly don't know, and it really makes me sad because I love the FA Cup. Yeah, FA Cup should be on. It should be, right? I've said this before. DJB, headling thoughts. I think he's heading for a draw at the moment. That test match, that could be a draw, my friend. That could be a draw. That could end up a draw. It all depends on day two. We need to get cracking and take a few early wickets, I think, to have any chance. I think what they 90 odd ahead. Yeah, we need some early wickets. We've definitely gotten weaker every year. Yeah, we have, my friend. Big up. We have 100%. We have got weaker. As I said, we've not really covered all bases, have we? If Saka gets injured or pulls up with his hamstring, who we got? Rice gets injured, who we got? You know, it's what, 5 years of transfer neglect. That's what it is, guys. Neglect. Transfer, Arsenal transfer abuse. That's what it is. What is going on, Mark? Here we go. Difference between us and Liverpool is that Liverpool are building a dynasty like they did in the 70s and 80s while we're in phase 14 of Arteta's 5-year process. Yeah, big up, Lawrence. Yeah, they're building, mate. They're building skyscrapers. They're doing madness things at Liverpool. You know, we're talking like they are going to be strong next season. All the teams are. There's no easy games next year. You think Leeds United and Burnley and Sunderland are going to be easy? I've been there. I've been to them away grounds. They're evil places to go as fans, let alone players. It just pains me every time when we don't go for a ready-made option, i.e. Isak, Osman or Goalkeeper. Pains me too, my friend. Big up. Big up. Pains us all. Pains us all. I tell you what really pains us is that we don't understand it. Yeah? There's no logic. Logic and Arsenal are not in the same dictionary. If you look, you know, logic don't come into Arsenal's way of thinking. And I've said it before, right? This ain't a new thing. Arsenal have been doing madness in transfer windows for years. It's just this is the worst it's been. Because in years gone by, we haven't been desperate for strikers. We've always had a striker. Arsenal was built on a striker. There was 3 things that Arsenal always had. Decent goalkeeper, brilliant defence, and a striker. They're the main 3 cruts of the foundations of Arsenal. Your Tony Adamses, your Campbells, your Frank McClintocks, your John Lukic's, yeah, your Jens Lehmanns, your David Seamans. And then your strikers was your Bergkamps, your Henrys, your Frank Stapletons, yeah? Your Malcolm McDonalds, Alan Sunderlands. All of these men, they were your cruts. They were like your nuts and bolts of Arsenal Football Club. And then what you done, you came along and you sprinkled a little bit of, you put you sprinkled some magic dust with your Liam Brady's and your Vieiras and your Rocastles and your Mersons and Henrys and men like this. But this transfer window, what we don't have any of your magic dust in midfield, apart from the usual, just, no real creativity. And we ain't got a striker. The only thing we've got is a half-decent goalkeeper and a good defence. Because let's face it, the defence is decent. I would say Arsenal's defence is decent. I don't think there's a lot of problems there. We ain't got much in the way of backup, but I don't think we've got a lot of problems there, to be honest with you. Buy cheap, buy twice. Yeah. Crazy. So we've always done this in the transfer window. It's just that this one's the worst one because we've not won anything. We're desperate for trophies. We're desperate for big days out. We're desperate for big trophies, and we're still not doing the right thing. Still not doing the right thing. And another thing as well, though, guys, is we need to win that Champions League. We need to win the Champions League. So people say to me, oh, yeah, but we're building a squad for David Platt too was a good signing. David Platt was a good player. Very intelligent player. Weren't very quick, really intelligent. Really intelligent player. And I get that. Premierships and all of that. But really, when you think about it, this football club, let's take a couple of seconds to just think about it. This football club, Arsenal Football Club, have never won a European Cup. Never won a European Cup. Champions League Cup, don't mean Fairs Cup, Cup Winners' Cup. I'm talking about the big boy. Big ears. Never won it. So everyone's talking about Premierships, FA Cups, Carabao Cups and all that and trying to build a squad to win that. But really, we should be building a squad to win the Champions League as well. We should be at the level where we've not only got a chance in the Premiership, but we've got a chance of winning the Champions League as well. And we're a million miles away from the Champions League. We're further away from the Champions League than we've ever been. Real Madrid ain't going to make the same mistake next season. Barcelona are an outfit. PSG have emerged. They've come out the woodwork, flying. Bayern Munich. Don't even get into the other clubs. Juventus are starting to build stuff, make things work. Then you got Conte's team. Yeah. And there's us struggling to build a team to compete in the Premiership. The amount of money this man has had to spend, and for how long he's been at this football club, we should have a squad strong enough to compete both Premiership and Champions League. I should be going into next season thinking, yo, Champions League, come on, let's go. We can win that. We can win that. I've been sitting here talking about Carabao Cup. As we sit at the moment, with the lack of signings, we're looking at the Carabao Cup. Not disrespecting it, but realistically, that's what we're looking at. Because this team have not won anything. They've not experienced. They've not experienced what it's like to be in a final, win or lose. They've not experienced that. They don't know what it's like. They don't know how to lose in a major final. They don't know how to win in a major final. They haven't had that as a team. They've not shared that experience. That's why it's important for this team to win something or to get to a final. Yeah, but I'd rather finish second than go to a final. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I mean, take Spurs, for instance, right? Now the dust has settled and all the excitement's over, it's probably understandable Big Ange getting the sack. Because the league position and their performances in the league was absolutely woeful. Absolutely woeful. However, history will show when they start next season on 0 points like everyone else, they've got a trophy. So next season, Arsenal and Tottenham are in the same position going into next season. It's just that one's got a trophy and we haven't. I've always said it. Yeah. Champions League for Arsenal at the moment is just a night out. It's just a night out. You come home from work, you go, going to Arsenal tonight. Yeah. Big up Carver all day long, my friend. Big up, my friend. Thank you for joining me. It's just a night out. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I meet up with my boys. We go and have something to eat, go to the game, a few drinks, watch a game of football, watch Arsenal, come out. It's a night out. I ain't going to win it. We ain't got the team. I ain't got the squad. I ain't got the manager. He's not built a big enough foundation at this football club since he's been in charge. He's changed a lot of things. Yeah. He's done some good things, but he hasn't built strong enough foundations at this football club. Gunnar, yeah, he did, and he had every right to. I mean, who's Mikel Arteta anyway? Yeah. Oh, man, I don't know. Lawrence, DJB, there's more chance of me having a night out with a bunch of Victoria's Secret models than there is Arsenal winning the Champions League. You know Lawrence Guy, don't you? You know. So what you got to ask yourself as well, right, is we got to the Champions League semi-final last season, and yet we're further away from it going into this season. Do you sit next to top gooners in the stadium? No, there's not many around where I sit, my friend. They're all real ones where I sit. Trust me. If we start next season poorly, it ain't going to be pretty. The only top gooners that come in round near me, my friend, are the ones if the Arsenal fans have given up their seats because they can't go because of work or whatever, then you might get a few mutants sneak in on the old red members and all of that. Take care, live chat, like and subscribe. Cheers, my friend. Yeah, make sure you smash the likes. We're 106 likes. Like and subscribe. Thank you for smashing the likes, guys. We're 106. Thank you very much indeed. We are now Spursy, all the time laughing at them. We're now, because of the manager, he's done this. Yeah, we are Spursy, my friend. No, we're worse than, we're not. We are the new Spursy. Yeah. We are the new Spursy. Can't laugh at Spurs. They've won a trophy. They've won in Europe, something that we don't do. And that's what hurt the most, I think. Wasn't the fact that Spurs won. Well, it was, but I think it was the fact that we have been so bad in Europe and Tottenham winning a European Cup. Oh, Rich, 99 Arsenal. Big up, Rich. Glad you're in here, my friend. Glad you're in here. We are spicy Spurs. Not even spicy. We're boring. We're boring. Real talk. Spicy Spurs, yeah. We're not spicy. I wish we were. We're not spicy. We're boring. I would sack Arteta based on the resources available, players, transfers, his lack of adaptation, the up-and-coming fixtures. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. He's had his time, hasn't he? He's had his time. He's had chances after chance. He's been given a lot of resources. He's been given a lot of patience. And he's not done it. Arteta has taken away getting at Wembley. You've got no chance. Yep. It's so depressing, really. One more channel that talks sense. Yeah, cheers, my friend. I just say it as it is. I can't really. I'm not one that's going to keep moaning and being like, I'm just sort of trying to make you see the bigger picture. That's what I'm trying to make people do. I'm just trying to make people see the bigger picture. If you want Arteta in and you want Arteta in, that's fine. If you rate the manager and you think he's brilliant, then that's fine. But you have to look at two sides. Yeah, there's the heads and the tails on a coin. And I'm just looking at the heads and tails, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at some of the positives, I'm looking at some of the negatives. And at the moment, all I'm looking at is negatives. DJB on a positive note, I think the scam ends at Xmas. We'll sign a player at Chris. We will make a signing in January. Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you our next signing. Our next signing will be another 2 years Jesus contract. We'll give Jesus another 2-year deal. I'm a City fan. Know you from Lee's channel. Oh, cheers, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, big up Lee, man. Big up Lee's channel all the time. Big up Man City. Big up Man City. I remember Man City when... do you know what I like about true Man City fans? They've seen Man City fans at their poorest. And before the money came into the club and the stadium and all of that, Man City, and even Man City fans will admit, they were just an average club. Or they'd have the odd cup run. They'd get relegated. They'd come back up. They were just there wasn't anything special. Weren't anything special. Nor were Chelsea, really. Chelsea weren't anything special. When I used to go, back in the 70s, 80s, Chelsea, they were just a middle-of-the-road team. The odd cup run. Had some great players. But it was always Liverpool. Then Man United came along. And that's how it was. That's how it was, guys. But then money came in. Money came into football. Lots of money came into football. And teams obviously changed the way they are. But Sheffield United used to be a big club. Sheffield Wednesday. Leeds. They still are big clubs, massive clubs. But these were like threatening clubs. These were like clubs that got results, finished in the top half of the table. You know, big clubs. Everton, always a tricky club. Munich City will be below Arsenal out the water next season. You already started your rebuild, and the two-part interview with the COO was brilliant. True ambition. Yeah. City will finish. City will be challenging. It'll be at Liverpool and City next season. Liverpool and City will challenge for the Premiership next season. The way we are moving, guys, with this manager, we'll be lucky to get top 5 next year. I hate to say it, but we will. New Jesus deal and Ray's so next time he's trying to piggyback a ride player and he injures himself, he won't feel bad. No, exactly. He's trying to piggyback a player and injures himself. Yeah. It's madness, isn't it, Waha? Thanks for joining me. Thank you. Bless. Mate, the midfield, Marino, Zubi and Odegaard. That's what we're looking at, Oliver, man. That's what we're looking at. There you go. This is what I'm saying. Whilst we are sitting here now, early hours Monday morning, wherever you may be, and thank you, that team is not good enough. Not good enough to win anything. 5 years in, 715, 800 million. Time the Zubi goes through, that's going to go over £800 million. 5 years, £800 million on the whole. Let's round it off at £800 million with the so-called Zubi deal. That's if that don't fall through, right? And that's our midfield. Marino, Zubi and Odegaard. You make it make sense, because I don't. Leeds, yeah. Forest, yeah. All big clubs, massive. Leeds are huge club. City club, only one City club, huge. Yeah, it's crazy, guys, absolutely crazy. Well, I hope you've all subbed and smashed the likes, because that takes no time at all. That'd be really helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you once again for joining me tonight and in the morning. We're rocking on now to nearly 1:05, so I won't keep you much longer now, guys, because I've got to get up in the morning. DJB, I personally think we will get beat 3 times in our first 6 games. Yeah. United, Liverpool, Newcastle, draw City, because we'll be rebound, beat Leeds, Forest. League is over. Do you know what? I said we'd get 7 points out of our first games. I predicted draw at Old Trafford, scraping a draw against Leeds, and it won't be pretty. 2-1, 1-0. We'll lose against City. Beat Forest somehow. And that'll be it. Lose at Liverpool, Anfield, because we always do. And Newcastle, yeah. St James's, they've always got our number. Eddie Howe knows exactly how to play against us. We don't get enough. We haven't got enough physicality to go to Newcastle and get a result. You know, I mean, look what they've done with that team. Look what he's done with that team, Newcastle. Joe Linton, players like this, Tonali. You know, proper players, guys. Proper players. Unbelievable. And you don't need like world beaters, do you? You just need them coached properly. Crazy. Sauceless Spurs. Oh, do you know what I've got to put up with? I've just realised, guys, next season, right? And I sit right above the away fans, yeah? Do you know what I've got to put up with when Tottenham come to the Emirates? Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. And they are going to sing it from the start all the way to the finish. Even if we're beating them 3-4-0, 5-0, that is all you're going to hear all the way through. Yeah. Champions League, that's another one. Champions League, you're having a laugh. That'd be one. Yeah. Second again, ole, ole. That'd be another one. Oh, don't. I got the sleeping bag, guys. I'm going to buy myself a new sleeping bag ready for next season. It's in the pipeline. It's there. Happy as I am, my Liverpool is moving with the signings. City are a massive threat. Here is no way you guys will be inconsistent as you were last season, yet you still finish third. Do you know what, guys? I'm glad we've got Liverpool fans in, City fans in. And listen, guys, whatever fan you are, just come in, have a little comment. No matter what team you support in the chat, come in, we're going to have a talk about it. Right? When you think about Man City, the dreadful season they had last season, and they still got to an FA Cup final and finished third. And then they've gone and strengthened in January, and they've gone and strengthened in the summer window. Right? So they are going to be a threat to Liverpool. I just feel Liverpool have got something under this manager. The players play with a smile on their face, don't they? They like playing for this guy. I don't know, like they did Klopp. You've been really lucky, Liverpool. Not really lucky, Liverpool. Big up to Liverpool for getting the right people in the door. But even Klopp, they loved playing for Klopp. And they like playing for this manager. You know? So, yeah, it will be out of them too. Newcastle needs some depth. They'll be fine. They struggled last couple of years because they couldn't sign anyone. And they played basically the same 11 over and over again. Yeah, that's Newcastle's been Newcastle's problem. And this is why I'm telling you about their manager, Waha. Because what their manager's done out of them same 11 players is just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If they get some players in Newcastle, they're going to be up there. I said Newcastle will be in the top 5 and causing some shocks. And if they really get their act together and sign players, they could push Man City and Liverpool. They could be the nearest threat to Man. Do you know what I'm going to call it? I reckon Newcastle will be the nearest threat to Liverpool and City. We won't. Arsenal won't. Not the way we're moving. And even if the players do come in, we've still got this manager at the football club that can't change anything. DJB taking night owl stadium snoozing. I'm telling you. Wasn't good last season. Really wasn't. Yeah. So frustrating. We can still win the Club World Cup. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine winning the Club World Cup. You'd take it, wouldn't you? I mean, do you know what, right? Is it Punit? Sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. But, like, if you're in a competition and you've got to play in it, you might as well go and win it. If you're in it, go and win it. And if you do win it, why not? Goes down in history. Club World Cup champions. First World Cup champions. And you get a bag of money. Ain't bad, is it? Liverpool are smart. Liverpool have always been smart, man. Facts. Cheers, Gav. Thanks, my friend. Smash the likes, guys. Make sure you're subbing. How can even get Murphy looking brilliant? Who was out the door years ago? Exactly. You know when Eddie Howe went up for grabs, right, before he went to Newcastle? I remember being out with some Arsenal friends. And we was talking about managers and all of this. And I said, go and get Eddie Howe. And they looked at me and they went, you mad? And I went, no, go get Eddie Howe. He's a great manager. Go get him. Eddie Howe at Arsenal. Eddie Howe, Arsenal. You know how big Arsenal are, don't you? Yeah. So what do we get? We go and get Arteta. Never managed a football club in his life. Give him the gig. Do you know what I mean? It's like giving someone that can't drive a Ferrari. No, real talk, honestly. It's ridiculous. Eddie Howe, by the way, should be England manager. Yeah. He should be England manager. Eddie Howe, and they laughed. Yet we have Arteta. Yeah. Exactly, my friend. They're not laughing now, are they? Nope. You should have tried Ancelotti. Oh yeah, Ancelotti would have been ideal for Arsenal. He'd have won us a trophy. Do you know what, right? All these managers that we are saying now, right, wins a trophy at Arsenal. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, doesn't matter. All of these managers win a trophy at Arsenal. With this group of players, right, let's be honest, some of them are bang average, we would have had a trophy. There's no way we'd have been beaten over two legs in the Carabao Cup with any of these managers. And we'd have given PSG a better game. How's levels above Arteta? All day long. All day long. I think Berta will bring Simeone in. I'll tell you what, Berta better bring some players in. Let alone, don't know about a manager. You better get some players in the door first. No, Arteta's here, man, till Christmas. Arteta's here till Christmas, guys. Unfortunately, he's going to be here till Christmas, Arteta. Minimum. And do you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if we don't win anything. He'll be here till next season, and then he'll go. Then they'll sack him. But I think the owners are cotton on. I think the young owner, not Daddy Kroenke, Sonny Kroenke. He's cottoned on, mate. He's cottoned on. Yeah. Yeah. Eddie Howe is related to the great Don Howe. It's his son. It is his son. Yeah. 100%. Big up, by the way. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up if you're watching, no matter where you are. Thank you for joining me this early in the morning. Smash the likes. Make sure you sub. And big up, guys. If there should be a weird love affair with young manager, it should be Eddie and son, legend of Don Howe. Yeah, exactly. There should have been. He should have been. He weren't glossy enough, was he? He weren't classy enough, was he? You can imagine Arteta rocking up for all the interviews, can't you? You know what I mean? I was Newcastle this year. The club is everything to them. Oh, mate. Newcastle fans. I tell you what. That's going to be some derby in it next season. Newcastle v Sunderland. I've got itchy nose, guys. Sorry. Do you know what it is? It's the hay fever, isn't it? Yeah. It's been powerful, isn't it, this hay fever, I'm telling you. I haven't been too bad this summer so far, touch wood. But tonight, oh my days. No, honestly, I've been like struggling. So I'm holding in there. But what a derby that's going to be, Newcastle, Sunderland. That is one of the biggest derbies in British football. You know, I mean, we're talking Celtic, Rangers. Yeah. Liverpool, Man United are a derby, even though they're not from the same city, but it's a derby, isn't it? Yeah, Man United, Man City, Spurs, Arsenal, West Ham, Millwall, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah. That is a massive, massive derby. Newcastle and Sunderland. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's huge. You know, that is huge. Can't wait. That'll be a good one. That will be a good one. DJB, taking night or say, yeah, we've had that. Yeah, I have to. Taking night or at the moment. Is that derby bitter? Yeah, that's rivalry, that is. Newcastle Sunderland's rivalry. Unbelievable. Mate, you following the England Test series? Yeah, of course I am, my friend. Yeah, been watching England. Yeah. Horace Binns, big up, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Yeah, been watching it. Yeah, at the moment it's going towards a draw, isn't it? But as I said, England's got to get busy. England's got to get busy because I watch the England cricket, and I'm going to the T20 Blast on the 4th of July, which will be good. My local county, Essex County. Go on the Essex. Not that you can tell from the accent, but there you go. DJB Arteta should have been sacked after the Villarreal loss win. Yeah, he should have. Definitely. Do you know what, right? I can understand why he got more time. But definitely, I was really surprised. I honestly thought that this season was going to be like the season that's just gone. I honestly thought that the season just gone was going to be make or break for this manager. I honestly thought that if he didn't win anything, I thought we'd be sitting here now discussing the new manager and who it might be. I'm really shocked that he's still at the club. I'm honest with you. I know he finished runners up. I know we got to the semi-final of the Champions League, but I'm really, really shocked he's still at the club because he hasn't won anything. And when people say he took over a mess, he took over a team that were balling out. He took over an Aubameyang that was scoring goals for fun. Lacazette, final of the Europa Cup, albeit we lost against Chelsea. We were 5th in the league. We had ballers at the club. We had a stronger team then than what we did now. Do you know what I mean? We had some great play. We had Aubameyang doing madness. So when he said he took over, it just needed a bit of tweaking at the time. It weren't a disaster. It weren't like completely on its heels or on its backside. There wasn't much needed Unai Emery's Arsenal at the time. We were 5th. We needed players. We need players now. We needed a striker. We needed reinforcements then. So the similar. It's similar. There's nothing different. We were playing some really good football under Unai Emery. Some really exciting stuff. Just needed a bit of tweaking here and there. He needed £750 million like this guy's had. It didn't happen. So we weren't like in the gutter when he took over. And years on, seasons on, we're in the same predicament. We still need players. We still need tweaking. But the football's boring. It's crap. So there you go. I'm from India, but don't watch much cricket. Really? Wow. Stop watching it once Seki retired. Oh man. Okay. Oh, that's mad out there, isn't it? Cricket in India. Big up, my friend. Welcome. Oh, it is. Honestly, it's their life. Yeah. Wimbledon, can't wait. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be interesting, Wimbledon. Alcaraz is a great player, isn't he? He's going to be... Alcaraz and Sinner are the next two kind of powerhouses. They're like the Federer and Nadal, aren't they? Or Federer and the Djokovic. They're like the new Federer and Djokovic. Sinner and Alcaraz. Brilliant. Yes, Queen's men's, is it Queen's Club's on at the moment, isn't it? Or is that the women's next week? Yeah. Funny, innit, as it all, yeah. I like my sport, though. I do like my sport. I love my football, obviously, and I love my Arsenal, but I do like sport. I watch the Olympics, all of that. Winter Olympics, I think it's 2026. Got the Winter Olympics after Christmas. It's in Italy as well, I believe. So that'd be exciting. I like the Winter Olympics, the downhill skiing, the tobogganing, luge. Yeah, like a bit of curling as well. You know what I mean? Alcaraz won Queens. Right. Oh, cheers, Waha Waha. He won Queens. There you go. Look, he's warming up already, isn't he? He's flying, isn't he? Yeah. That match, that French final, man, that was Sinner and Alcaraz. That's one. I've seen some fantastic tennis over the years, but that took some beating. That did. That was an incredible match. Incredible. Do you know what? Right, with the darts, I used to watch darts back in the day. But yeah, I do watch a bit of darts. I sort of come in and out of it. I used to watch a lot of snooker back in the day. But I just mainly watch the big games now. I used to follow snooker and darts quite a bit, but I mainly watch the big tournaments like the World Champs now, like the finals. Yeah, the Embassy World Darts Champion final, World Snooker Finals, all them kind of things. So yeah, I do. I hope Djokovic wins Wimbledon. Yeah, he's got a chance, and he's always got a chance. He's good. It depends, isn't he? He's been injured though, and I think he's been injured. Snooker is awesome. Love it. It's clever, isn't it? I like snooker. DJB fans like Igao and Christian always making excuses for Arteta and moving the goalpost. His wife said, "Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you're always going to get fans like that." Listen, with Igao and Christian, right? Well, let's talk. I've met Christian. He's a sound guy. He's cool, Christian. Yeah, he's all right guy. He's just got his opinion. He believes in Arteta and he believes in this team, and that's fair enough if that's what he believes in. And he has actually said though that we haven't made the right signings. We're not doing the right thing, and he did say that this is probably his last season, and then he's got to go, and he understands that. With Igao, he plays the game, doesn't he? It's a game. Igao plays the game. He works the audience. That's what he does. Yeah. Igao talks over DJB and Jez. I will never respect. Yeah, he does. He does. Listen, guy, but no, thanks for your support. It's what he does, isn't it? It's what he does. He plays the game, works the audience, winds people up. He don't wind me up. He doesn't wind me up. I don't listen to him. I believe in what I believe in, and I stick with it. And that's it. I don't let him get to me. I've got many years on him watching this football club. Many, many years. And he can't take that away from me. So, good night, Igao, as far as I'm concerned. But big up, I hope he's well. Igao as an actor, but I can't. Igao is an actor, but I can't call it, apparently. Yeah, he plays the game, my friend. DJB Hussein Arteta bought you guys from the depths of hell. Yeah, that's what he believes. They all believe we was in the depths of hell. We was in the gutter. We was in complete and utter depths from hell. We wasn't. We just needed a bit of surgery. Just like this club needs surgery. I made plenty of comments how people should talk over. Isn't Kenny Kent? No, you can't talk over people, man. Especially people with a lot of track records and people don't know what they're talking about. You know, there's some things I listen. I love racing. Horse racing and all that, or Grand Prix. Oh, Ascot. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I used to be. Again, I watched certain races, but I'm not really into horse racing, to be honest. I made plenty of comments how people shouldn't talk over. Yeah, Yeah, just don't do it. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Just respect, guys. Respect and manners cost nothing. I always say, right, you could be the most unintelligent person ever. But if you're respectful and you've got manners, it trumps over any brain, I'm telling you. It's what I always brought my kids up to do. Please and thank you. Respect your elders. Be respectful. And you go a long way. Thoughts on Kepa, DJB? Touched on this earlier, my friend. I'm probably the minority. I think it's a no-brainer. I think for $5 million for a backup goalkeeper, with the experience he's got in the Premier League, I think you could do a lot worse. That's my opinion. Take away the Chelsea link. As I said to you before, if he played for Liverpool, we wouldn't be having a conversation. It's just that he's another Chelsea reject and everyone's going, oh, he's a reject, another Chelsea. We'll keep buying Chelsea rejects. Blah, 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 blah. Bloody Chelsea rejects this, Chelsea that. But if Kepa was from Liverpool, coming from Liverpool, or if Kepa was coming from Brighton or someone like that, no one would be batting an eyelid. He's been at Bournemouth all season. And I'll be honest with you, you ask your Bournemouth fans. If any Bournemouth fans are in the chat, your thoughts on Kepa? Apparently they rated him. Apparently he done all right. Matty dealt with him. Yeah, Matty does. Matty's a legend, man. Apparently he done all right. DJB to B. Sam Johnson. Have you heard of him? Sam Johnson. No, you'll have to remind me. Probably have. Alcaraz. Brilliant tennis player. Brilliant tennis player. Guys, smash the likes, sub. Yeah. You know it makes sense, don't you? It's easy, isn't it? Smashing the likes and subbing. Easy. Thank you very much. All your comments. Really appreciate it, guys, honestly. Yeah. I'm full of hay fever tonight, guys, so I really do apologise if I'm not normally my bubbly self, and I can't talk too loud because there's a young baby that's sleeping upstairs, and it's like, wow, yeah. I'm conscious of that, you know what I mean? See, respect. Good morning, DJB. Good morning to you, my friend. Good morning. I hope you've had a good weekend. Yeah, I hope everything's been good. And I hope you're well, my friend. Thank you. Good morning to you. Yeah, so Kepa, all right, goalkeeper. As I said, when you know that you're not going to be the number one, why go and spend millions of pounds on a backup goalkeeper? You might as well just not. DJB, one day I will go back to the Emirates. Hope to see you one day. Yeah, you're always welcome, mate. Come and have a little chat. Anyone, if you're at the Emirates and you see me, you bump into me, you know, I'll shake your hand and I'll have time for you all day long. All day long, guys, yeah. I'm in the East Stand there. 114, 113, around that area. So if you're around and you see me, I'll always say hello. Why not indeed? Why not indeed? It's all about the community, guys. It's all about community. As I said, we're all football fans, aren't we, guys? We're all football fans. We're all in it together. Doesn't matter what team you support. We all put the hard yards in, and we all love our clubs, don't we? Are you watching the City game in the Club World Cup? What, tonight? Is they playing tonight? Do you know what? I've not adopted that Club World Cup. I've been watching I watched what game did I watch the other day? Can't remember now. Oh, Chelsea game. I watched Chelsea game. Do you know what, right? When it gets to the summer, I'm going to be truthfully honest with you. Obviously, I want to keep an eye on Arsenal, the signings, and I want to talk to you guys, and I want to talk Arsenal and all that. But I do like that little break from football, watching live football. I do like that little break, you know. I do like to watch my tennis and my cricket and all of that, you know. Obviously, if Arsenal were playing, or there was a World Cup playing, or the Euros, or stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I will watch the Club World Cup. I'll probably watch the latter stages of it, though, the nitty gritty stuff. I'm not going to be doing any watch alongs yet, not just yet. I might do in the future when the channel builds up. I might do some watch alongs and share some watch alongs with you guys. What I will be doing, though, guys, is when I go to Arsenal, as you know, I go. I will be doing some post-match reactions. They might be recorded and I'll upload them, or I might do some actual live post-match reactions when I come out the ground. I'll get some live stuff as it is. So I'll literally walk out the ground, set it up, bang, I'll do a live reaction straight away, and then hopefully I'll just get some. I want to get some randers, passerbys to join in as well, see what they think. Yeah, no, I understand, mate. I respect your opinion. Kepa's not everyone's cup of tea, is he? He's not everyone's cup of tea. Do you know what, right? I think with the goalkeeping situation, as long as you've got two adequate goalkeepers that can do a job, I've got to look at the bigger things for me. I've got to look at strikers. I've got to look at attacking midfield players. I've got to look at a left winger. I've got to look at a decent left back, you know. DJB, I treat older Liverpool fans and older football fans general like kings. You learn so much from them. Ah, marrying the red. Yeah, no, absolutely. You do learn a lot. It's nice to listen to everyone's experiences of football, you know. I'm still learning. I like listening to people that have been to certain games and just do certain stuff. I like listening to other fans as well. You know, I meet a lot of fans. A lot of fans I meet, like away fans, and I meet fans from other clubs. I know fans from other clubs. And I just like listening to them. I like listening to their experiences. You know, I live in a predominantly West Ham area. It's all West Ham where I live. And they're going through a tough time at the moment. They're really worried about their football club. And it's a great club. It's got great history. Brilliant supporters. Brilliant supporters, the West Ham fans. I'm talking about the diehard, the real West Ham fans. Really good fans. And they've never been happy with their stadium. They've never been happy moving out of the Bowling and going to the London Stadium. They've never been happy with it from day one. And yeah, sometimes fans don't have a say in anything, do we? Us as fans don't have a say in anything. We don't got no influence on how the football clubs run. We've got no influence on who we sign. Not really. It's not down to us. We just hope the club does the right things on our behalf. And if they don't, we have to call it out. We have to call it out. If the club don't do the right things, we have to call it out. That's all you can do. It's all you can do as fans, guys. It's all you can do. Yeah? And this is what we try and do. I hope we get the signings done. I'll be very surprised if they're done within the next couple of weeks. I want Gorkarez. So, in a way, if the Sesko deal breaks down, in a way, I'm pleased if we get Gorkarez. If we get Gorkarez, I don't care if the Sesko deal has gone wrong, because that's who I want out the two. Yeah? Not because I know tons about them. I'm not going to sit here and go, yeah, I know how Gorkarez plays. I've seen Gorkarez play bits and pieces, but I wouldn't say I'm a connoisseur. I wouldn't say I'm an absolute, how can I say? I wouldn't say I'm an absolute mind kind of, yeah, I know everything about him, because I don't. But you can only go by what's in front of you. You can only go by what you read and what you see. And Gorkarez has scored more goals. Gorkarez has got more assists. And that's what you need. You know, when you fill out an application form and you go for a job, you go what you see in front of you, and then you have the interview, and then when they come in, you decide. And his CV is better than Sesko's. Yeah, but he only plays in the Portuguese league. Doesn't matter. He scores goals. He's a goal scorer. If you're going to gamble, you gamble on what you see. You don't. If you're going to gamble with that sort of money, £70 million, £80 million, you gamble with the person with the better CV, don't you? And Goalkeeper has got that. Big up. Yeah. Big up, Bex. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you. Smash the likes on your way in and sub as well. I'm trying to get tickets to Edgbaston's second test. Yeah, it's difficult. I know. I've in the past I've struggled with tickets. If you can't get test crickets, get to the 20 Blast, where whatever your local county is. Yeah, get to the Blast. They're brilliant. They're brilliant nights out. They are. They're fantastic. They're really good fun. Big up DJ. Big up my friends. Big up everyone. No, it's good to all have you in here, guys. It really is. Right, guys, it's come to an end. I am going to call it a night and get some serious shut-eye. I'm going to take an hay fever tablet. I'm going to drink some water. And then I'm going to try and get myself some ugly sleep. Do you know what I mean? Take my England top off, my cricket top, and roll into bed. But do you know what, guys? It's been an absolute pleasure. I like this Sunday sit-back session. Yeah, I'm going to try and make it a regular. I'll try and make it every Sunday. Obviously, when the season starts, we'll try and keep it going. I know there's a lot of channels out there. And, we'll try and keep it going. Tomorrow, I'm doing a stream with Matty. Matty's coming on my channel tomorrow, the Southern Gooner. And we're going to be talking about Arsenal, obviously. We're going to be talking about signings. We're going to be talking about the Sesko debacle. Goalkeeper's coming in, hopefully. We're going to be talking all sorts of stuff, guys. You know how it works. So come and join me for that. Tuesday, we're going to be talking. Tuesday, I've got a stream going on. So we're going to be more chats. That's going to be like, who's to blame for the mess? Is it Berta or Arteta? Who do we lean towards? What's happening? Why aren't the signings getting done? Whose fault is it? We'll have a little chat about that. And it's all good stuff, guys. I'm not going to stream every day. I don't stream every day because you don't want to hear my voice all the time. And not only that, during the summer, when there's no football, you know, it's hard to keep it going sometimes. But there's plenty of things out there, guys. And when it happens, you'll know. When signings happen, we'll do streams, we'll have a chat, and we'll go over it. You know how we roll. 100%. But listen, guys, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate you coming in. 100%. Honestly, you don't know how much I appreciate it. Thank you very much for giving me the support. Some of you have been in from day one when I first started, and you're still with me today, and hopefully you'll be with me in the future. So big up, everyone. If you're new to me, hope you join me again. Sub, smash the likes, do all the right things, guys. You know how we roll. And we just keep the faith. Keep the faith. And come on, you Gunners. And we are gone. Thank you ever so much. Stay safe. Bless to everyone. Have a good day today. And we'll see you again soon. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.